Hey guys, it's Nimbus. I am back today with another video. We are going to use the Darkwood Tarot today. As always, free Palestine, free everybody. We will never be free until we are all free. I will stop making this announcement when I can stop making this announcement, okay? Please. If you guys feel the need to tip me for these readings on YouTube, I would like you guys to go ahead and join me in donating to organizations on the ground in Sudan, in Tigray, in the Congo, in Palestine, in everywhere, anywhere, Syria, wherever it needs to be. I want you guys to donate because I want you guys to know that it's going exactly where you want it to go, okay? But it also means that you get to actively donate where you actually want to donate to. It's not like a whole donation thing that I'm doing. You know what? I will be donating my own money, but, you know, I need to make some first. However, a portion of what I make from my one-on-ones from my website will also go to help Palestine and probably other organizations as well. But yeah. Yeah, please do your own research on what is going on. I am not a good source on what is actually happening on the ground. There are plenty of people who are reporting and who actually know very good information about what is going on right now. So, there's Ahmed Eldin on, I think he's on everything now. I've been following him for a while. I've mostly followed him on Instagram and Twitter. You know, there's a bunch of other people. I can't think of them right now, but you can find, you'll be able to find them like immediately if you search for Palestine, or, you know, you'll be able to find pages for whatever you're looking for. You know, even onto Google, which isn't, you know, completely ideal, but at least, you know, it's there, you know. But yeah, so anyway, with that all being said, please join me in donating. Please do not stop talking about any of this. We cannot stop talking about this. We see exactly what's going on. Everybody knows that we see exactly what's going on, and we need to keep it going. We need to keep the pressure on our governments. We need to keep the pressure on all of our friends and our family and our people to make sure that they also press the government and make something happen and make it really just stop. Because a pause fire is not a ceasefire, and a ceasefire is not a stop. It's not the end to it. You feel me? So that's the issue. We're not done yet. And even in this pause fire, they've been trying to break every single thing that they possibly can in it. So, you know, I don't know, man. However, what I do know is that the IOF and Israel is losing at this point. They know they're on the way out. They know that they can't do much left anymore. You know what I mean? He knows. And the people of Israel are also not very happy with what's going on. So, I mean, that should say something. However, I am not going to get too far into this because, again, I am not the best source for these things. There are people who have better information and more information, and who are more educated on this than I am. So please, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're on Twitter. People are everywhere who know about this stuff, so you can find them. Just search for it. Just do a little bit of your own research. Just search for these people and you will find them. But yes, so I thank you guys for being here, and I thank you guys for watching. My website is up, NimbusThePoet.com. If you guys would like one-on-ones, again, a portion of what I make from those will also go to Palestine and other, well, I mean, you know, organizations on the ground in Palestine and other organizations for other places. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you guys would like to breathe with me and get started, let's breathe. Otherwise, I will put right here where to skip ahead to. And yeah, Oh, as always, we are going to use our pride message at the end of this. And yes, I am very excited. So if you guys are ready to breathe with me, go ahead, put your feet flat on the floor, put your hands flat on the table in front of you or flat down in your lap. And we're going to close our eyes in a second and breathe in through our nose and out through our mouths. There's going to be deep breaths, and you can breathe however you want to breathe. I just like doing this guided breathing just to get me centered where I need to be. So if you guys need to breathe however you guys want to breathe, however you need to breathe, that is totally up to you. You can pause the video now, you can skip ahead, you can do whatever you need to do. But if you would like to breathe with me, we are going to get started right now. So go ahead and close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Big, deep breaths. And in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Last one. Out. Go ahead and breathe normally here for a minute, releasing any tension you may have in your body. Breathing normally. All right, guys. If you guys need more time, go ahead and pause it right now. Otherwise, we are going to get started. So again, we are using the Dark Wood Tarot. The pictures are a little risque, so some of them may need to be covered. But yeah, I will make sure I do that. But this book is awesome. I might have shown this on here before, but like it's a hefty book. You know, full color pages. You know, like the whole thing. Oh, jeez, almost ripped the cover off. Like it's so cool. It's gorgeous. Anyway, yeah. So there's that. I'm thinking we'll just do a end of November check-in, energy check. Cool. Yeah. Nothing too crazy. All right, Spirit. You know it's going to be a good reading when that works for you. Spirit, what messages do we need for this end of the month energy check? We're starting off strong with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. She is nude. Starting off strong. It's definitely this energy of like get ready. Like get ready. Yeah. The sun. I mean, get ready, because once the like, and it's kind of like this energy of like things are going to start popping up and happy up. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are gonna start popping up, And doors are going to start opening up for you the second you start shining your light. You know what I mean? And once you really stand in your own power, I mean, it's funny because the energy that I'm reading with today very much gives off sun energy. So it's very, very interesting. One card at a time, please. But yeah, very interesting. But it's this energy of like, don't give up now. like keep it going. Like, you got to keep going. Like, the wheel's going to keep on turning, but you got to keep going with it. Like, you can't just get out the car with your foot or with something, with a brick on the gas pedal and expect the car not to crash. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. It's the same kind of thing with this. Like, you can't just act like you're not going to be in control the whole time. Knight of Pentacles reversed. You can't just act like you're not going to be in control all the time and then somehow magically take control. Because losing control can always happen. Gaining control is much harder. How I see it. But this really very much seems to be like, don't stop moving now because you're going to lose the momentum. Kind of like what I was saying before, not to relate it to all the stuff going on, but kind of like what I was saying before. We got a whole bunch of momentum going. We can't stop talking about these things now simply because we're tired or we're bored of it. Like, there's people dying. There's people like literally having the literal nightmares of people played out in front of their eyes, and we're tired. Exactly. Ten of Swords. I mean, we can't. I mean, we can technically, but it's like the energy of like, why would you do that when the only thing that we're doing, one card at a time, please, Spirit. Why would we give up now when what we're doing is actually making a difference? Why would you give up on something that's actually making progress towards something that you actually want? Like, yes, it might be a physical thing that a lot of people or yourself have tried to talk yourself out of. But like, say it's like buying a house. It's expensive. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of everything going into one thing. However, it's a house. It's shelter. It's where you can go. It's a home base. It's quite literally like a good investment to have. Whether or not you can afford it is not the question right here. You know what I mean? Whether it's a good investment or not is the question. It's kind of like the energy of once you find the things to invest in, the money will follow because you're following the right path. You know what I mean? Spirit's going to bless you and reward you because you're following the right path. You know, Seven of Cups. There are going to be some things that you're going to have to release and that you're going to have to deal with and that you're going to have to like figure out how to get past. But it's also like this big energy of just not quite whatever happens, but very much so it is what it is. So I guess kind of the same thing, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not. And there could be an energy of, with the Ten of Swords, there could be an energy of overthinking all of it in a sense of, well, do I actually have to let this go? Do I actually, whatever. But like, Spirit's trying to remind you, like, one card at a time, please, Spirit. Spirit's trying to remind you that once you have this momentum going, the only thing that's going to stop it is you and your self-doubts and your self-sabotage. Other people aren't going to have the effect on you that you think they are. And even when they do seem to have an effect on you, it's your choice to let it affect you. Completely your choice. I've had to learn this myself. Hang on one second. Let me grab this. All right, the Queen of Wands. there's always going to be it. You have to stand in your purpose and your power, and where, like, follow where your passions lie. Like, if you don't do that, the things that you release from these things, and like the things that fall off from the momentum of you moving ahead where you need to go, the things that fall off won't mean as much because you're not really truly standing where you're supposed to stand. And this isn't like me saying, if you don't know where to go, go there, just find it, just figure it out, because that's not really what I mean. I mean, like, there's always going to be a step that you're not gonna know, that nobody's allowed to tell you. You know, your spirit guides are like, the whole time, and that's just what happens sometimes. But if you are standing firmly, I mean, she knows exactly where she's going. There's not a question in my mind that she knows exactly where she's going. She might not have any idea where she's going, but she looks like she knows where she's going. What's that old saying? Fake it till you make it. Why? I mean, like, why wouldn't that work? You know? Manifesting basically is faking it till you make it. You have to assume the energy, like assume as in, like, get it, like, be it, live it, and really embody the energy of where you want to be. And then it's easier for it to come to you because you're already embodying it. You already know how it feels. You already know what to do. But in you choosing that, you already let things go because you'd rather have this mindset than this mindset. And if this mindset isn't what you want to do, then you got to let it go. And everything that's attached to it also has to go. For this other one that you want more, that's better suited for you. You know what I mean? Spirit, is this reversed? Okay. 3 of Swords. And it may come with some heartbreak and some hurt and some pain of letting these things go and, like, realizing that these things were actually toxic the whole time. But it really feels like it's like a blessing in disguise. Right, Temperance reversed. It's like a blessing in disguise. There's the it's all evening out. Like, it might not feel like it's actually working for you. Excuse me. Burp for confirmation. It may not. Death. There is a transition and a transformation coming. Like, it's not just to tell you, like, oh, you're not allowed to do this. It's quite literally just because there's more coming to you that needs to have room. You know. Spirit, what other messages do we have today? The 3 of Wands. It's definitely an energy of following the path, even if there's not lights along the path. It's like the energy of, okay, well, I'll just put one down. I'll just figure it out. I'll just figure out where to go. Like, and Spirit wants you to know, like, it's not impossible to do that. Like, it's easier than we think it is. I mean, it's not an easy task. Okay, so I should say it's a simple thing to do, because simple does not always mean easy. So it's like a simple task. It's like, find your way out of the maze. Cool. Find my way out of the maze. Awesome. Turn left. Dead end. Go back. Turn right. Dead end. Okay. But that's where most people would just give up and be done. This is like the energy of, like, we keep moving. Like, yes, we could hit another dead end whenever we turn right or left or go straight. We're in a maze. That's the whole thing. You know, it sucks. It's never ideal to back strength. Exactly. It's never ideal to sit there and hit a wall and never be able to get out. However, there's a specific strength and light that comes with all that perseverance and like will to get out. You know what I mean? Like there's a very specific energy that comes with somebody who is never going to give up. You know what I mean? And it takes a massive amount of strength to want to walk a path for the first time. Even if it's like nobody's walked on this little sliver right over here on this left turn, like that's still somewhere that nobody's walked before. And that's still something that people are going to be mad at you about simply because nobody has walked there before. You know what I mean? Ace of Pentacles, it's a blessing. It's always going to be a blessing to walk where nobody else has before. The best thing is that nobody's ever going to be able to duplicate it either. Nobody can walk the path the way that you're going to walk the path. At all, ever. Nobody's going to walk the path the same way that you're going to walk it. And you're not going to walk the path the same way anybody else is either. Queen of Cups reversed. It's almost like this energy of like wanting to dip your toe in, but really not committing to it yet. And, excuse me. And not in like, I keep hearing the word unhinged, and I really don't know why, because it's not an unhinged energy. It's quite literally just anxious. Like a lot of anxiety around what's going to happen. Who am I going to lose? What am I going to lose? Where am I going to go? Like any of these questions, whatever questions that come up, but it feels like it's just anxiety trying to stop you. Whoa. Okay. The moon. Is this reversed? Okay. The moon reversed. Okay. She is nude. The moon reversed. And it's definitely going to take some work to uncover these things. Oh, we got the sun and the moon. It's definitely going to take some energy to get this stuff out. The Four of Cups reversed. Yeah. It's definitely going to take some work to like actually like get the what am I trying to say? To get your emotions right to where you can let these things go. It's a very difficult thing to sit there and say, okay, what do I actually need for a good foundation for my next step? And if it's not these things, it's hard to get rid of those things. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing with like clearing clutter out of your space. These are all things you have. These are all your things. Like I don't want to clear it out. I don't want to throw stuff away. Like these are all my things. But like at the same time, if it's cluttering up your space, it's adding a lot of extra energy that's just stagnant. You know what I mean? So you, on top of not having room for the new things to come in, now you just have a bunch of stagnant energy around you, and now you don't want to do anything. You know what I mean? Spirit, let's do 2 more cards. And then we'll do the bottom of the deck. And then we'll do our private message. Spirit, what's our last 2 cards? The Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels like there's definitely a decision to be made on the fact of what's going to be a good foundation. What's going to make a good base for what I want to build. the Five of Cups. And again, yes, it's going to be painful when some things get left behind and your cups spill over. Yes. But at the same time, instead of dwelling on what just spilled over, focus on the 2 cups that you still have that are still upright. You know what I mean? Like, you still got stuff. Like, it's not like you don't have anything left. You know what I mean? And on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands reversed. So yeah. Through all of this, just make sure that you are standing in your power and making sure that you are walking, excuse me, but for confirmation, make sure that you are walking in your power and walking the path that Spirit is guiding you towards. And Spirit wants me to remind you, like, if you guys do this, you will be blessed because you're following. And I don't mean this in like the sense of like, oh, you're blindly following God or whatever it is, because that's not what I mean. I mean, like, you're following your life's purpose more closely, and you're following it to the point of, I know this is what I need to do, and I know that if I go in here and, you know, go along this path and really follow this path, this will be what I'm meant to do. I'm just stuck on this, and that's okay. Like, that's understandable, but it comes to a point where it's either, are you going to go over on this path, or are you going to stay with this thing that you're stuck on? Both are completely valid. Like, don't get me wrong, like, both are completely valid. But again, Spirit wants me to remind you, don't mess up the momentum that you have. Like, you have a good amount of momentum. You've been doing a lot of the work, and a lot of it's been easily rolling off. So it's almost like this energy of like, okay, but like, why? In the sense of like, why would you let it fall off like that? You know? And by why would you let it fall off like that, I strictly mean, why would you let the momentum fall off like that? Not like the things that you need to let go of. But yeah, you know what I mean? And not in like a mean way, like quite literally just, it's like when somebody goes, you know, in football, American football, when they have the ball, they're running, and, you know, say it like they just got the ball from the hike. So say they managed to get it all the way to touchdown, or like right to touchdown, and they run right into somebody. That's the energy that somebody's talking about. It's like you probably saw them coming, and if you didn't, it's okay. Nobody's mad at you because of that. You know what I mean? But it's this energy of like, you should have seen it coming, and you should be able to see this. So if you don't, again, it's not like an issue. It's more so like okay, but you missed it. Like, you can't be mad at Spirit because you missed it. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of also where it's going. Like, it's while like yes, everything is happening the way that it should happen and the way that it needs to happen, but if you don't let it happen that way, then what was the point of knowing about the path in the first place? Like, if you're gonna learn about it and then be like, oh, never mind, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But it's also like, while you accept the new path that is coming to you, and really, really agree with, like, while you accept the new path and really agree with the things that are coming to you and that you are choosing for yourself, like, yes, we do constantly change. The things that we want do constantly change. But this is like those things that you know that you really, 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 really want to work towards. So it's like, there are a lot of people who work towards things, then they're just like, okay, but this is difficult, I want to stop. And it's like, right, but like, don't you want to work for it for like another 30 minutes and then you'll get exactly what you want? Like, and that's not me trying to be rude. Like, wouldn't it make more sense to really bust your ass and then get like a whole lifetime of literally anything that you want? But and sitting in your purpose is what led you to that money. You know what I mean? Standing really in what you know that you should be doing is what got you the money that you know that you deserve. Like, yes, money is the root of evil. But, and I'm not going to say money is going to buy happiness either, but however, we do live in an age where money does offer security and money does offer stability. So if that's part of where you want to go and what you want to do, then that's totally what you want and totally up to you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you to not go after money if, I mean, I'm struggling too. It's not like, it's not like, I like, yes, eat the rich, but like at the same time, having a little bit of financial stability would be very nice. But with all that being said, it's definitely a very good energy to be in, because all it is keep the momentum. Like, I keep going back to that sentence, keep the momentum going, because if you stop now, you're going to lose all the momentum and it's just going to be harder to get back into it later. But yeah. Spirit, what's our pride messages? What are our pride messages for today? No? Okay. So we got that says expression, says your voice deserves to be heard. Discover creative ways to express yourselves to express yourself to those who would normally overlook your potential. And then we got this one that says diversity. Understanding our differences enhances acceptance. Save your energy for those who celebrate the magic you bring to the table. And this one is, I may be straight, but I don't hate. Maybe, okay, anyway. Reassurance. Love never did as much damage as hate. No matter who you love, the ones spreading negativity are the ones inflicting harm. You are in the clear. Yeah, I mean, everybody deserves to have their own expression in their own path, period. The people who are running around saying other people don't deserve this, other people don't deserve that, trans lives don't matter, black people don't exist, whatever bullshit they want to say, whatever these people want to say, when it comes to who they are saying it to, it never reflects them. It only reflects the person who's saying it. Ever. You can see it with the IDF in Israel. You can see it. It's, these people are sexually assaulting the hostages or whatever it is, blowing up babies and setting them on fire and all these things. And what videos are we seeing? The IDF doing those things, using human shields, setting people on fire with white phosphorus. Literal war crimes are being committed, and we're watching them and watching the people commit them saying, oh my God, but they're doing it. Like, how? Like, bro, it's not funny, but the whole situation is just laughable, because how are you claiming victim and we're watching you do this? Like, that's that's what you're avoiding by standing in your own power and really doing what you know that you're supposed to be doing. Yes, it's difficult to stand in your power. Yes, it's a lot of stuff to learn how to do, if you didn't necessarily learn how to do this stuff in the first place. So like, fine. But at the same time, it's like, do you want fulfillment? Do you want the things that you wanted out of life? And if you want to change it, that's fine. Like, again, that's totally your choice. That's totally up to you if you want to change what you want. But again, if you're going, sorry, wow, the smoke just like went right in my nose. Caught me totally off guard. Anyway, sorry, that totally derailed my train of thought. It's difficult to stand in your power, and it's very difficult to definitely, like, you know, carve your own path and make your own way when it hasn't been done before. But at the same time, that's a testament to you. You have the power to do that. Like, truly, like, actually, not just somebody saying, oh, you're so powerful, you're great, you are the universe. Like, it's not that kind of thing. I mean, okay, technically it is, because somebody who's saying you are the universe is coming to you saying that you have the power to do whatever you want. But it is true. You do have the power to do whatever you want, and you got the power to be wherever you want to be. If you want to be a millionaire, that's up to you. But you got to put the millionaire work to get to be a millionaire. You know, you're not just going to wake up one day and be a millionaire. You know, I wish. But yeah, I mean, like, you're still gonna have to put the work in. Like, truly, like, no matter what you do, even if you decide to go a different direction, like, there's still gonna be work to get done. You know what I mean? You're still gonna have to do stuff. You know. So, I mean, yeah. But yeah, that is everything that I see today. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Again, my website is NimbusThePoet.com. My one-on-ones are open. A portion of that will go to Palestine, various organizations on the ground in Palestine, and or probably the PCRF, or well, probably the PCRF. Anyway. But I still have to do research and find the right place to donate to and all that stuff. So if you guys would join me in donating whatever you guys would like to, if you guys were gonna tip me, go ahead, join me in donating to people in Palestine, organizations in Sudan, in the Congo, Tigray, Syria, wherever else people need the help. There's a lot of shit going on. And we have the ability to speak up about it and really change some of these things. So, yes. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for helping me change the world. And yeah, be safe. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.